Hi everyone, hope you're all good. So the first part is done, whereby we're just designing our Java, human resource Java application for the saving employee. So now the next part, the last part we did for the part number 2, whereby we just have a crew where we just have a location database and then retrieve those kind of the database from data location address for the employee from the database, and then it's going to be updated wherever you choose different province. It's going to update different information to the lowest value. So now the next part where we do have this kind of human resource Java application. We're going to now save the employee. We're going to create a database table that is going to help us to save data to the database. Okay, that's going to be this part, nothing else. Now to save the employee to the database according to the value selected from here. So now let us just go here. Now the first step, we're going to that means we're going to configure the save employee. We're going to configure this one. We're going to add an action save button. We're going to add some information from here for the save button. That the first rule, because database is not in the case to save, to check if all the information has been provided. That's the reason why from here you see employee ID, it should only hold 5 digits. That's the thing we're going to check before we save data to the database. Okay, so we're going to say if we have the employee ID text.getText, we need first to check if it's got to null, if there's some data. Is it empty? Okay, is it empty? So if also employee names dot get text dot is it empty. Two of them, because by default for the selector, those kind of data is going to be the address. Those kind of data is going to come from the database, nothing else. So that means if the things has some errors, that means there is no data been provided. We're going to give the end user by using JOption pane a dialog box that's going to give him all information that's specified that please provide some information. That's show message, and then it's going to be this. That means it's going to do this kind of the current parent, because this class, it has the constructor that has this parent that's inherit on self. Okay, that means it's going to inherit. To check for the current parent working on the parent director. The parent class, this one working on. So then I'm going to say please kindly provide information. So now after kindly provide information, that's we done now. So we just need to check sure this is going to be the information message, or under the else part put curly braces. Now the data, that means the user has provided some data. Now we're going to check the number of the value entered by the user. Okay, the number of the value entered by user. Of course you can guess this one. It should be numbers. Okay, it should be numbers. Okay, it should be numbers. There are way where you can without even make some validation and so on. I would just love to show you the easiest way where you can omit this kind of the checking if the user has provided some data, nothing else. So allow me to show something. Let me just comment this one. If you need exact to get the digit numbers, nothing else. Okay, you can grab the digit numbers from the end user. Allow me, this was the quickest one, but allow me just to do like this way. I'm going to show something. Employee name text.getText is empty. There are ways you can make validation automatically. Allow me, let us go on this kind of the design. Allow me to remove this one. Let us remove this one. Let us remove this one. Now let us go. You can see we have this kind of the formatted field. You able to see? Let us come this with the formatted field. We put this one here. Now we just increase this one size. Now let us remove everything we have there, and then hit enter. Now let us go. Let's click on this one. You go to the design part. To the let us go to the properties for it. Now we need to make some validation for it. So you need to come here under the properties of this one. You go to the formatted factory. Go to the formatter factory, and then do like this one. You can come here. You can see I can able to choose the numbers, or you can come here, go to the mask, and then you customize your own thing. You can say if I specify dash dash dash, that means 5 to this one only, that means it's going to be exactly, it's going to be the numbers. You can see it's going to grab the numbers only. If I put the format, this one digit is going to have only 3 digits. Okay, if I hit OK and then hit close, let us try to run the program to see what's going to happen. If we try to run the program, I'm going to show you something. Sorry, if we go to run the program, let us run the program. I'm going to show you something. If I come to type a text, I can't put any kind of the text, I mean letters and so on, but the numbers, I can put the numbers till to 5, then you're done. You can see it's now validated. It cannot allow, so you can see if it grab 2 of them, like if I hit on save, it's not going to actually, you can see can you provide some information. We need just now the thing going to check does really the value the user has entered is equal to 5. You can see this is a way you can just do some validation and so on. As long as the user provided this kind of the information, that means that's going to be the minimum and the maximum. That's what you've done. Okay, this is how you can grab the number of the user should be able to type. Okay, otherwise if he doesn't provide this kind of information, that means he done. Those are how you can just mask and do some validation and so on. Okay, so here we go. That means user will be able to provide the information here. Is going to provide the information. Okay, let us continue. Sorry, you can see that's how we just validated to make sure the user has provided some data. We can go ahead and then just check, then just say it has changed the variable name to be employee ID text. Oh, it's not text, of course, sorry, but I'm not going to do anything else. So that means we can now check this one. You say employee ID dot get. You can get you can exactly grab the some information. You can say get you can get value. Can you get the value? It and the last value, it get the value, and then it has converted to string so that it can check is it empty. Can check does it empty. We grab the value and then you convert to string, then you check does it empty, does it go to empty, so that we can not make sure the user will be able to provide the value. But that means the only valid input value is going to be 5 of them, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, so now I'm going to say if the user has provided the information, you can say g option pen dot show message. You can say this, you can say data saved successful. Okay, it's going to be under the quote. That's the reason why I should just cut and then put under quotes. We're good. Now wherever we have data saved successful, that's where we're going now to save data to the database. Nothing else. Wherever we have data saved successful, that's where we're going to call to save data to the database. So without taking much time, let us go on here. Let us create a table of the employee. That's going to hold the name, ID. It's going to hold actually those kind of the information, all of them, all of them, and even the address. Let us go on create a table from here. Let me use let me use queries. Let me just create a table called employee. It's going to have ID. It needs, of course, ID. It needs name of the employee. It needs the province. Also, it needs province, province. We need also district. So district is going to be varchar, varying character of 30. Let me just copy this one because I don't have to type each and everything. It has have this one is going to be sector and that's small letter. Sector, also this one is going to be cell. Then last three is going to be the village. This one is going to be village. Of course, can be null. This one, I'm going to execute this kind of the command only. Then you can just use this one if you want to select this one only, the selected item. If you use this one, it's going to execute all of the things, okay? You can see now we have table for the employee. Now we're going to save some data to the employee table, employee. So now let us go to the project. Let us go to the DAO. We're going to create the DAO automatically as quick as we can. But before, let us create model. There's a model Java class, the same process we do have. We're going to have employee. Every class must start with capital letter. And then you click finish. Now we're going to have private string name. Also we have private integer num. Now it's going to be private string name. Also it's going to be private int. We have also the employee ID. So employee ID. Also we have a private string province. So I'm going just to so we have this one. It's going to be private district. Also we have private sector. Also we have private cell. Also we need private village for the description of the employee. Now we generate the code, the constructor, insert the code, just constructor. We select all, we generate. Also we need the constructor without anything. Just constructor without anything. Now we generate. So now we need also the getters and setters. We select all and then we generate. We're done. Now let us go here, let us save. Let us go to the DAO. Let us create a Java class going to be employee DAO. That's going to help us to save this kind of data information of the employee. So now I'm going to have I'm not going to repeat everything because I do have this kind of the information. We do have this one. Now let us just copy this one to be down here, and then we're just going to have public void doesn't have to tell anything. Save employee. Need to save the employee, whereby the information is going to be automatically be retrieved. So now we're going to have this kind of the information. Then this one, it needs an employee model. Okay, sorry, an employee model. Control space again, this kind of the employee, and then you can have this kind of the employee with the information. Then we want to surround the try and catch, the same process we did before, and then we catch all exception that can be raised, and then we just exception.print stack trace. We good. Now we're going to the first one. We need to register the driver. Kindly allow me to go and copy this something of this one, because for the case of time I just need this one. Now let us go to the employee DAO. Let us paste this one. We just do like this way to be imported automatically. Now we can go ahead and create statement. Statement is going to be connection dot create statement, control space, and then put semicolon. Lastly, then we're going to have string. We need, of course, let us import everything. Let us import everything to allow. Can you see now the error is going to be gone. Now SQL is going to be, you need to insert into a table called employee. The table is called employee, if we do remember well. The table is called employee. As you can see, we specify exactly the columns. We're going to insert those kind of the information. You can specify the columns, or you can leave it because it's going to be inserted automatically. We're not going to skip any. We're not going to skip any. So that means we're going to have insert into employee, then we're going to say specify the values, and we specify the values automatically, and then we're going to have the values start from the ID. The ID, it is the numbers. That means we're going to be this one is going to be, let us put question mark. This is going to be the first value. The other value is going to be the next one, the next one, the next one. We have 1, 2, 6 or 5, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we're just remaining with this one. I hope just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just remove 1, and then do like this way. ID, name. Also we have province, district, sector, cell, and village. Very good. Now this one we can do some concatenation, or we do what called the prepared statement, but let us use this one, exactly what you know. Then we concatenate, and then we add, we do like this way, add the employee dot get. We need to get ID. Where is the employee ID? Here we go. Also we need to have, just miss this plus. Also this one, the other one, it is quotes, and then we need to do the plus. Then it's going to be the employee dot get name. We need to get the name. So let me just do like this way, so that we can only have on the same line. Okay, now we do have other one is all of them, there are quotes, and must be under the quotes, then must be concatenated. It's going to be employee, the same case, dot get district, the province. So we do have also another one, quotes, double quotes, to concatenate. It's going to be employee dot get district. So we're going to have also quotes, double quotes, is going to be employee dot get sector. So then we come up with another one where we do have employee dot get cell. Last three we're going to have, whereby we need to get now for the village, employee need to do the concatenation. Need to add plus employee dot get village, the last one. You can see it is bunch of things, too much of things, but it's okay. Now let us back here. We can just come up with the same line, so we don't mess up like this way. Let's put on the same line. So now we need to save this kind of the data. That means we need to save data. We can now say let us have int number of laws affected. I'm going to say number of the laws affected is going to be the statement dot execute update. Kindly use execute update and then specify the query. And then we say if number of the laws greater than or equal to 1, then means the data that has been saved to the database. Okay, now let us do return data saved successful. Otherwise, let us just put let us go down here. You can go else return not saved. Okay, now we don't need to return void, we want to return string. Okay, we good. Now let us go to the project under this guy. Wherever you have successful save, that's where you go now to call database, and then you save some data. Now that's where we do have wherever we have data saved successful. Now let us come here. We need an employee to grab all those kind of the information. Control space again to grab exact the employee model. Don't say imp. Let us say imp is going to be new employee with all this, the first one. Okay, now I'm going to say employee dot Now we're going to set from here because we just get under the DAO, we just get from here. Now we're going to set the first one. We need to set the where's the employee ID. We need to grab the employee ID. The employee ID is going to come from where? The employee ID is going to come from the employee. It's called the employee ID text, though it is dot get value. Okay, you can see they're going to say this guy incompatible type object cannot be converted to string. Okay, we can just convert this one to string, and then now we can the parse. Okay, allow me to show you something. That's good thing. Integer ID. It has do like this way. It has say integer. It has say integer dot parse int, and then specify exactly this kind of the value you do have from here. That's just grab this kind of the value, and then you do like this way, and then you just come here, you put the ID. That's how you can convert exactly. Now you just now use employee dot set let us set name. Set name, we just set name is going to be employee employee ID, employee name dot get text. That's get text. Now we just going to set employee dot set exactly the province. To set the province, and then it's going to be province combo box. We grab the some data dot get selected item dot to string. We need to convert to string. We good. Now let us have employee dot set district. It's going to be district combo box dot get. I will just try to copy this guy because I'm not going to continue. It has paste down here. Now it has say employee dot set it has say village. It's fine, and then it's going to be village dot combo box dot we paste. Now we just have employee dot set sector, and then it's going to be sector combo dot this one, and then we have employee dot set cell. That's the last one. Is going to be cell dot combo box dot we just grab all the information, put semicolon. Now we're going to have the DAO, employee DAO, employee control space again for the DAO. Let us call DAO, and then we say it's going to be new employee DAO, and then let us do have DAO. It of course has to return something, string feedback. It's going to be DAO dot save employee, and then you pass exactly the employee, and then it's going to return the feedback, and then we're going to display the feedback returned here. I'm going to say feedback. Now we're good. That's how we're going to run this kind of the file. Let us now to see if this kind of the file is going to be executed. Let's see, under employee we do have some error. That's semicolon. Okay, now you can come here, we learn the file from here. So let us just say my employee ID. You can see I cannot exceed this one. Let me say then fund Akagera City. Let us choose Kicukiro with all the information. Now it is save. You can see data save successful. Great. Now let us choose another guy. Let us choose another information. Which other employee? Let us says found under Gasabo. I mean, let us under East. Without those kind of information, let us see if we have some error. Some errors, of course, coming up because this kind of does it. It's just null pointer exception. It just grab some null value. So you can say we can just make sure, because you can see we don't have some information from here. We can go ahead and say if like for example if we do have if like we just like resident sector and cell in the village doesn't have any kind of data, we can specify that they can actually get the null. Okay, we can actually get the null. That's all. That's all. You can just get the null, that then the null is going to be automatically sent to the database. So the other thing I'm going to do in the next part, but actually let us go there and then you try to see if we have some data under the employee that have been saved. You can see this data has been saved from this guy, all the information, when all the provided information has been given. So let us just meet in the next part. We are just now going to deal with that kind of the issue where just actually I can give you a hint. You can go ahead whereby now you need just actually to check if the returned value is null. You just continue, you follow, nothing else. Okay, great. Thank you all. See you in the next part.